Hey YouTube, another video I'm making. This one has to do with people in church always saying that, how does it go? The beginning of loving God or fearing, to fear God is the beginning of knowledge or something like that. To fear God is the beginning of knowledge. How? If you fear something, does that not mean you're scared or afraid of it, which means you would rather not cross it in fear of what could happen to you if you do say or learn something outside of what that person or that situation demands? That's something I never got. People say, oh, to fear God is the beginning of knowledge. And as it has been explained to me, knowledge or no edge or no ledge or no end or no edge means there's no end to what you can learn in this life. There's no edge. You keep going. There's no such thing as stop learning here, stop learning here, stop learning here. There's no edge, there's no ledge, there's no end. But people say to learn from God and you fear God, which means you reverence God, which means you respect Him. No, that's not the same. Gotta explain this to you. Just like, for example, the word alive. The word alive is just alive with a V in it. For example, this entire life you're living, you're not just alive, you're living a lie, because the stuff around you ain't what it looks like. But people say to fear God is the beginning of knowledge. So you're telling me God, the God you worship, is okay with you studying only the Bible and nothing else? Then there's certain stuff in the Bible you can't read because it's too inappropriate. Then there's stuff outside the Bible you can't read because it'll anger Him. My question is, if God truly wants to educate you on something, why is it just being stuck to the Bible? Because here's the thing people fail to realize, and people say you shouldn't look in any other books except the Bible. Or you shouldn't dabble in any other religions but Christianity. Two little reminders. No one has always been Christian. There's a lot of Christians that have been worldly. And two, the Bible is made up of the Quran and the Torah. Because the Old Testament is the commandments. The New Testament is of Jesus. Apparently, that's what I'm told. And a lot of the things in the New Testament came out of the Quran. Pretty much everything out the Old Testament came out the Torah. So, people say that to fear God is the beginning of knowledge. But God's only teaching you from one standpoint. But knowledge carries throughout history, throughout the whole world. So you're telling me that to fear God means you can only learn from the Bible and that's it. And the Bible has been written over 1,000 times, if not more, in 1,000 different languages from 1,000 different points of view. So God's only going to be happy if you study from a book that's been pretty much forced down your ancestors' throats to learn it and live by it and not ever question it. That don't sound a little suspicious? But the second you look into another book or another lifestyle, He's going to punish you. That's fear, man. That's a lot of fear. Stuff I still do not get to this day. To fear God is the beginning of wisdom. Let me just say this. Because I had the same talk with my dad a long time ago. And he told me basically that fear and respect are the same thing. I said, no, they're not. He's like, yeah, because if you fear God, you won't step out of line with God, which will make you not do the wrong thing. I'm like, no. That's control. If you fear something or somebody, that means you do not want to cross that person because you know the consequences are severe. If you respect somebody, that means you do whatever and you know they won't come at you weirdly, or if they do, they have a reason. And he told me that to fear God means you respect him. I said, no, that's not right. If you fear God, that means you don't want to cross him because you know he will punish you and you fear that, so you don't do it. If you respect God, it means you don't do a certain thing because you know he knows it'll ruin you as a person. And that's not what he wants. And I try to tell my dad, y'all Christians only don't do stuff God told you not to do. Not because you respect it, but because you fear anything you do outside of what he wants will piss him off and he'll either punish you or he'll send you straight to hell. That's not respect. That's fear. Let me say it again. Fear is what's made when you're scared to cross what someone tells you not to do because you know they can punish you for it. Respect is when you don't do something someone says because you know they got your best interest at heart and they only see if what you do is going to hurt you. Next thing is, he put all this different wisdom on this planet and he doesn't want you to learn from nothing but the Bible. He wants you to stay trapped in that little book instead of experiencing life. Because if that was true, why were so many people worldly and joining different religions and sinning so much before they found the truth? If the Bible was the only source of reality that God meant for people to study, please explain to me why is it not the only thing down here for people to look into and deal with and learn from? Answer, because it's not. But anyway, I'm out.